Hi, everyone. It's Barbara here, and I have not been on YouTube for quite some time. I've been moving. You can see pictures still stacked up, and then with the holidays, I didn't really put things up. I was doing holiday things, and I just have felt compelled to be able to share this with you because so many people I know have been getting sick, or they've been telling me, I'm just getting over COVID. I'm just getting over a cold. I just got the flu. And I probably attribute a lot of it to holiday gatherings, people being around others and traveling, of course, and all of that. But it made me give pause because we're not talking about prevention and our immune system. What can you do? That's why I said, you got this. What can you do to be able to prevent getting sick and armor yourself? And my very first line of defense is something called Protandim, and it's an NRF2 activator. What the heck is that? Well, activating your own body processes is so much more effective than trying to figure out a recipe of supplementation. And our body starts to shut down as we get older. We're not creating all the antioxidant enzymes that we did when we were young and growing. Did you know we make our own antioxidant enzymes, and they are much more efficient than taking an antioxidant? Like, they can eliminate one blueberry can eliminate one free radical, but your own antioxidant enzymes eliminate a million free radicals a second, like this. The trouble is the switches start dimming, just like your lights, and you have your dimmer switch. And so this plant-based product says, turn back on. We need you. A million free radicals a second, because free radicals are trying to hijack healthy cells and diminish them and make them unstable, and that all leads to diseases. If you want to know a lot more about that and the science behind all that, reach out to me. I'll be happy to share and put you on some presentations or send you some information. But that's the gist of it. But that's not the only thing that this thing does. It boosts your glutathione. Say that after me. Glutathione. And maybe you've been hearing a lot about that lately. There have even been products coming out that just deal with glutathione. It is a very important enzyme and peptide in your body. It is, I call it the grand poobah of your immune system. That's how important it is. And if you research a number of diseases, you will see that a lot of them, people that have those diseases, are very low in glutathione. And you can't just go take glutathione. It's a very large molecule. It doesn't get absorbed if you orally take it. So we are the activation company. We have figured out the science of plant-based ingredients that activate and turn on the switches that have started dimming, say, come back up, and click back on. So your own body is making your own glutathione, which is the best. I know people that get infusions because, as I said, the molecules are too big. They're not going to be absorbed. And it doesn't matter what you take, if it's not being absorbed properly, it's doing you no good. So who wants to go and have infusions? It's time consuming, it's expensive, it's not that pleasant. But in up to about 120 days, your glutathione can be increased 300%. Yes, 300%. It's huge. So that is my first line of defense. And then our company saw the need for boosting our immune system further during all of the lockdown time. And we all like and know about probiotics these days. Our gut is so important. Our gut health is so, so important. And I always thought probiotics were really important, and they are. But what I didn't realize and didn't think it through is that if your probiotics and the bacteria in your gut don't have the right things to feed on, then they're not going to grow and be healthy bacteria in your gut anyway. So it's like preparing the soil for your seeds. If you don't have good soil, you can put those seeds in there, but they're not going to grow. So to combat and build up immune systems, we created this product called Daily Wellness. And it is vitamin C, vitamin D3, zinc. We're all talking and hearing about zinc in immune products, elderberry, and also there's a very good secret ingredient, and that's a fermented yeast. So it's not extract. It's an extract. So it's not, you're not creating candida, you're not creating yeast. It's very special fermentation helps your gut. We were led astray with that years ago. And each culture, if you go and see, they have fermented products. We have sauerkraut, we have kimchi, we have pickles. We were all told on certain diets. I know I was, don't eat pickles, don't add this, and fermentation in our guts have really suffered because of that. We want to boost our immune system so we don't get sick, especially now in the wintertime. And we should have done it before all of our holiday gatherings and traveling, right? This is a powder. It tastes delicious. It's berry flavored. You can put it in your smoothie. You can put it in water. You can put it in yogurt, any which way you want to ingest it. And that creates an environment for your gut and gut health. And D3, I never realized, I'm in Florida, and I always thought, well, the sun, we've got so much sun. I don't need to take vitamin D. It is so vital for us. So I have started taking several different kinds. I took one that was a liquid, and now we introduced a vitamin D, and also, of course, K. You want K with it. And someone had shared this with me too. An olive leaf. It doesn't taste that great, but you put some drops on your tongue, and I have used that because I want to stay healthy. And if I'm going to be in the middle with other people or going to events, I want to create those defenses in my body to fend off anything that I might be exposed to. Another thing is really do and learn deep breathing because we're not using all our lung capacity. And a couple of years ago, I actually did get COVID when I was traveling, and I never realized how restrictive breathing and your lung capacity is, and that's really scary. I now have compassion for people with asthma and respiratory illnesses. Oh my gosh, was that scary? And I realized I'm not exercising my lungs. So I have put that into my practice to really exercise my lungs, to do deep belly breathing. And I can give you resources for that. It is so important. We are breathing very shallow. And so when you want to get your capillaries filled with oxygen, you want your extremities filled with oxygen, go outside. Breathe outside air. Even if you're in the middle of these storms and really cold weather, that is even good for you too. Go outside for a few minutes, even. Open some windows, maybe in one room, and get fresh air and not recycled air. Exercise and sleep. You can be walking in your house, at least do 15 minutes of some rigorous exercise. Again, circulation and exercising your lungs. Take responsibility for being healthy. And please boost your immune system. It will help you so much. No one wants to be sick, and there's a lot of cruddy stuff out there. And I felt compelled to create this video because everywhere I'm turning, people are sick. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I'm not right now. But I became more vigilant about making sure that I'm doing some of these practices to be able to prevent and protect my body. Thank you all for listening to me, and let me know in chats what you're doing for your health.